$50,000 up to $4 million.
Hey, great. I've got this ancient Japanese katana signed by Koide Ishida himself, and I'm interested in selling it.
All right. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of it, that's for sure.
Well, I've displayed the sword in my office, and here comes this Japanese guy, and he goes, "Oh, my goodness, that's worth a lot of money." And I knew then that I had something that was really valuable. I've been told the value is anywhere from $20,000 to $100,000, and so the sky's the limit.
So what can you tell me about it?
I have been in swords for quite a few years. I like reproductions, and I've never had an original.
Okay.
And when I seen this one here, that was it. I wanted it.
All right. And you mentioned a name.
And it's signed by a gentleman by the name of Koide Ishida.
And who is he?
He could be the descendant of Mitsunari Ishida, the colonel in the Battle of Sakigahara.
Does that make it special?
I've never seen anything like this one here anywhere.
You got a few, man.
You got a couple, but you notice nothing like this.
We picked up one of our Japanese swords for $4,500, and after having it restored, it's worth 15 grand. If I can make that sort of profit on this thing, I've got to have it. You say it has markings and it's signed. Where are they?
The swordsmith usually puts his signature on it on the tang.
So if we remove this handle, we'll see the signature underneath?
Right. This was all deciphered by a Japanese lady.
Koide Ishida.
Right. That's what's on the tang.
Okay, so some guy we don't know.
Right.
That's useless to me. I'm not trying to be a jerk to this guy, but I do need to be extremely careful. There's a ton of fakes out there. Some stranger appraised it, and no one even knows who Koide Ishida is. But the markings on the sword are fairly unique, so I think it's worth having someone take a look at it. How much are you looking to get?
Well, $1 million.
You mind if I have a buddy of mine come check it out?
Welcome it.
All right, let me go give him a call.
All right, thank you. I'm excited because now I got a professional that knows what he's doing. And by golly, that's what I've been looking for.
What you got today?
Got a katana sword for you.
May I take a look at your sword?
Oh, absolutely. Right ahead.
You know, swords like this, they're laminated and they're made with like about 33,000 layers of steel.
Yes, sir.
So their cutting ability is unparalleled. During World War II, there was footage of one that cut through a machine gun barrel.
Wow.
This was very prominent around 1000 to around the late 1200s. And swords in that time period are well worth anywhere from $50,000 up to $4 million. It is really rare to find a sword from the 1200s in fully intact condition. Getting a sword like that is kind of like winning the lotto.
So tell me, is it real?
We have to remove the handle to take a look at the signature. So what this says is actually Shinjo. He's a very famous maker, Iwama Shinjo. But there is no such maker as Ishida Koide, unfortunately. And swords from the Kamakura period were worn opposite, so the signature would actually be on this side of the tank.
Okay.
What we have here is actually a reproduction of a Kamakura period sword.
Wow.
These swords were actually made in China about 15 years ago. I've seen these go for anywhere from $50 to $200.
Well, man, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to make a deal. I got no room for $50 swords, so Mike, you mind giving me my hand?
No problem.
Appreciate it.